when two childhood friends stumbled upon an abandoned cabin deep in the woods. They discovered a secret so horrifying that it left them scarred for life. What they saw that fateful night was beyond comprehension, forever haunting their dreams and turning their once innocent lives into a living nightmare. In the small, sleepy town of Briarwood, nestled between towering pines and dense undergrowth, lived two inseparable friends. Mark and Tommy. They had known each other since they were toddlers, their bond forged in the timeless adventures of youth. From building tree forts to fishing in the creek, they shared everything. But their favorite escapade was exploring the vast, mysterious forest that bordered their town. One warm summer evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Mark and Tommy decided to venture deeper into the forest than ever before. They had heard rumors from older kids about an old, abandoned cabin somewhere in the woods. Whispers of strange noises and eerie lights had kept them away until now. Fueled by curiosity and the thrill of discovery, they set off with flashlights in hand. As they trudged through the underbrush, the forest grew darker and more foreboding. The familiar sounds of chirping crickets and rustling leaves were replaced by an oppressive silence. Finally, after what felt like hours, they stumbled upon it, the cabin. It stood there, decrepit and forgotten, hidden beneath a canopy of twisted branches. The windows were broken, and the door hung ajar. With a mix of fear and excitement, they stepped inside, their flashlights casting long, eerie shadows on the walls. The interior was a time capsule of decay, dust-coated furniture, cobwebs clinging to every corner, and an air of neglect that chilled them to the bone. But what caught their attention was the large, ornate mirror in the center of the room. Its surface was strangely pristine, reflecting their wide-eyed faces perfectly. As they approached the mirror, the temperature in the room plummeted. Their breath formed clouds in the air, and an unsettling feeling crept over them. Suddenly, the mirror's reflection began to change. Instead of their own faces, they saw a shadowy figure standing behind them. Frozen in terror, they watched as the figure stepped closer, its form becoming more defined. It was a tall, gaunt man with hollow eyes and a sinister smile. Before they could react, the figure reached out from the mirror, its cold, bony fingers wrapping around their shoulders. A scream tore through the air, and the boys bolted from the cabin, their hearts pounding. They didn't stop running until they reached the edge of the forest, collapsing in a heap of fear and exhaustion. From that night on, Mark and Tommy were never the same. They spoke of the incident only once, agreeing to never set foot in those woods again. But the nightmares persisted. Every time they closed their eyes, they saw the man in the mirror, his hollow eyes staring into their souls. Years passed, and the boys grew into men, but the trauma of that night remained. They could never escape the feeling that they were being watched. Haunted by the shadow in the forest, Briarwood's tranquil facade masked the horror they knew lurked just beyond the trees. A reminder that some secrets are better left undiscovered.